My name is Scott Turner. I'm from Masterscape Landscape Company. We're a design and installation company. We work on all kind of creative designs for outdoor landscaping, outdoor living. We work on, we do new homes, existing homes. We do professional outdoor landscape for complexes and such. We also do parks here. And some of our history is dating back to the Walter Moore administration. We did a lot of work to this park. We didn't actually do the install, but we did a lot of maintenance and updates to this park. And at the time, it was a very, very beautiful park. It's not too bad now, but there is some things that could be done and should be done to make it more friendly for patrons and kids. For example, this structure here in the middle used to be a beautiful fountain that flowed, and we did maintenance to keep it going. As you see now, they have a weeping cherry here, but it would be absolutely wonderful to have it back. A few previous administrations thought that it was a eyesore because they said it would cause problems with vagrants hanging around the pond and such. But I beg to differ. If you go to any urban cities, major cities, they have different kind of water features and ponds that really bring the city to life and bring the parks to life and bring creativity, and it's a nice place for families to gather. So hopefully in the future we will be working with you guys or suggesting some things to enhance and preserve and bring back the parks and maybe create new parks in this area for families to enjoy. I thank you for your time, and we'll be talking to you soon.
Thank you, Scott.
Is it always a park? I was going to ask. It's always a park.
It's always been a park.
Okay.
Since the building burned.
Yes,
Oh,
it's the building
The
burned.
building that burned, that's how the park came.
Oh, cool.
Who uses the most? Or like what time of day?
Actually, this park at this time is underused. It's not really, the city doesn't really pay a lot of attention. From my understanding, they popped a couple things in here and just said, okay, that'll do for now.
We
So
put $7,000 grant for the boulders.
To retain the staircase that man is using.
Around the perimeter.
Yeah, it was just, it was,
Just keep going into the alley.
yeah.
So we put the boulders in, and then we put in for a kaboom grant.
Kaboom
Oh,
grant.
this is where
For
the
a
kaboom would be?
Yeah, this is the non-park. And then
This is where kaboom
and then
went
these
These
magic
drums.
mushrooms
These-
appeared
are the drums?
These are
January.
$56,000 drums.
27.
And that,
Is that really their drumming for drums?
They're plastic.
we put in for a shipping container grant to go right in that spot here.
That's a good idea.
Yeah. And
if you
the
take a
kids
look at,
designed it with us.
if you take a look at the new Riverfront Park in Detroit, you'll see some of the actual real instruments they have out there for kids. They have drums and things, but they're much more
Dynamic, yeah. This was done intentionally to mess with all of the empty buildings here that are trying to score on marijuana. That's all that this was.
This was 56,000.
Monica, could you put a sign
It
here
did
that
not-
say that it is drums? Because it looks like lipstick.
I don't want to highlight. We were gonna remove these drums because this is something that goes about design. The intention of a design was shipping container.
56,000. These drums. These things right here. Is that right?
No,
Oh, okay.
no. It was the money never got spent.
Oh.
It was misappropriated, and they just used the general fund to put these here,
Oh.
and to say that they were playground equipment
Oh.
in order to mess with the buildings here that are going for marijuana. So they never cared about what Kaboom funded, which was our idea, which was the shipping container that does not exist currently, except as a concept that Kaboom funded for $56,000
Oh.
for that and for the restoration of the fountain.
So they did fund that, but it has not.
They put a tree in it. Main Street Pontiac put a tree in the fountain, and our city put these drums in instead of doing what the kids had designed, which was the shipping container. And that is what Kaboom
From that list?
funded. Yeah, it's in the mural that I published on the page today, and the story is there on the Facebook page, and you got to dig a little bit. It's very hard to know the backstory of everything because it's so crazy. Oh, a ton of them. A ton. Yeah. We did with the Arts and Culture Crawl, we did a pop-up design charrette, and we had students from the schools were playing instruments, and we had a large amount of people coming down, and it was all intended to create more traffic. As Scott was saying, it's underutilized by our own community in the neighborhoods, and the downtown building owners are not public space advocates. Like Scott said, they think of public space as homelessness.
Could they put a business in here? Like a vendor?
Well, we were advocating for Buckner's, which was the only smaller black-owned business actually in the downtown.
To come out.
To have a pop-out?
No, they were there for a while, and we worked with them, and they just went out of business with the pandemic.
I don't understand why the city is so on homelessness. In any major metropolis, it's a melting pot of different individuals.
People.
And they all come together as one. It doesn't matter whether you're homeless, whether you're rich, whether you work in an office. It's a place.
It's a mix for
gathering
everyone.
Place, exactly.
Absolutely.
So you have to think broader, and on a broader scale, and work together to uplift your city and build and create and expand instead of downsize.
Exactly.
It's not just housing. It has to be other things that is improved as far as the inner structure. A lot of people speak on is money to work on the major streets, but there's not enough going into the community.
Social infrastructure.
Exactly, social infrastructure to fix the streets in the community. Back in my day, they had programs, Paint the Town, to help fix homes, help homeowners to fix their homes up and such. So you need more community things to improve the inner community as well as the downtown and bring it all together. I mean, and what that does, it brings a more of a social togetherness with people instead of dividing. I mean, if we're bringing money back, let's bring more things. Let's fix the city. Let's create our own festivals. Our Beats and Eats is gone, but our Beats and Eats art is gone.
What's that?
It was a festival that moved to Royal Oak with music, art, and food. It was it was like, when it came out, it was the major hub of Oakland County here. It drew more people than Royal Oak, and a lot of people stopped coming. So let's capitalize on that idea and bring more here. Let's get food trucks down here. Let's get music on the weekend. Let's get more people out here with the outside booths out here. Let's do more to bring people together of all creed, color, races, and nationality. I mean, we got to get on this as one. And let's put people in places. When I say people in places, I mean administration, people in authority that believe in the city and have more than one agenda, not just to make people happy at the top that have large corporations, but do stuff for the small guy as well. Let's work together. Let's bring, and most important, when we bring big corporations, let's not give them $1 million tax break of 50 years. So when you and I are dead, that's when it'll roll over. Let's give them a smaller tax break and challenge them to give money to help build the infrastructure of the city and programs like that.
Amen.
That's what we need. Every company that comes to Pontiac gets $1 million tax break for 100 years. When the mayor 10 years down the road, that's when that will come into play. We need stuff now, not later. We need leaders that believe in the city. I'm not saying that the big guy, leave out the big guy, but like the new what do you call the president? They're thinking of the little guy as well. You gotta think of the little guy and the big guy, because the more you help the little guy develop, the more independent he becomes, and the more he believes in himself, and the more he'll do for his community.
Right.
So let's all work together.
Bottom up.
So do you
Thank you.
volunteer to manage this, or they have a contract with you?
When I did it, the city hired me to do. They had a small budget, and we're used to working with small budgets and making miracles.
Yeah.
I mean, you might have us come in here for $10,000, and we'll make this whole park, as opposed to getting a major company that has 100 trucks. They'll charge you $100,000, and they won't do half the work that we'll do.
Right.
And another difference, we're a home-based company, so we believe in our city and making it look beautiful. And another thing is, a lot of companies that are located in Pontiac take pride in their work. Well, they're all type of construction companies, and I'm not just saying minority. There's black, white, Hispanic companies that are excellent in what they do, but most of us, we work outside the city because we can't get work in the city, because sadly it's who you are and who you know. Are you in the clique to get work here? And I can say some other things that
Go ahead.
goes into play to get jobs here.
Yeah.
You really want me to say it?
Yeah.
It's the old boy, old buddy system, and passing the envelope under the table to get work here. So, and that's been going on for 200 years.
Yeah.
I mean, that's politics. But at the same time, you got to take care of both ends of the coin. So,
Awesome.
It's so awesome.
and I can go on and on.
That's
we wanna
good.
see
You
more-
need to run for mayor.
You know, he would be like an admin for
Well-
the he'd be like Jose.
The last,
We're getting ready to
you know, I elected some of the mayors that got in office because of me.
Good go.
We discovered a
let's see,
spokesperson.
Yes. Yes.
I don't really have anything to say.
Leon DeCosta, Walter Moore, judges. I'll put them in office. Yeah.
We have a guy like you in our downtown, and he runs our food and safety team, and he makes sure that he's like the administrator for the whole downtown. And a guy named Jose that we have in our downtown, and all this stuff like
All the businesses pay a little money.
But the way you talk, it sounds like you should be that person.
If all the businesses pay my company a little money, if they pay downtown, it would be like that. You can see off the floor. You can see the blade and bread.
You should put a budget together of how much it would cost.
And who would this go to?